goddamn fire guy is because I didn't realize it was broken at the time.
Yeah, that's fine. So,
I got some food.
Galmor like looks with like raised eyebrow at Hanami that just salvaged something from this. Ah, nice. I didn't think there was anything left. So what do you say? Whatever done that is long gone. I can't really tell what's with those bodies.
Can I take a look at the second body as well?
No new roll needed. The same deal as before.
Understood.
Hey, look! There's another fountain thing. And Hanami points in the dark at what looks kind of like that what summoned that Freddy last time.
That before was a shrine. This is like dried up, like fountain, or like this would have been like a.
Oh, I thought that was a water shrine. Fountain.
So, you look to be like more seasoned adventurers than me. I mean, hell, I was a simple miner just a few weeks ago. So I don't know. Should we just hang tight, just find a place to rest, or do you want to inspect some more?
I would like to at least look behind the corners of this area first, make sure there's no other creatures here.
If you'd like, me and Gerard could go scout. We're both quite sneaky.
Galmor
I'll
just
probably just prepare the camp
shrugs.
then.
Alright, I mean, the ball is still in your court. Where do you guys move and...
I'm stealthing.
What
with
the
advantage
fuck?
From my,
Huh?
Yeah,
People
while
go
Fruit is like trying to go stealth and you hear like... like Mosserin just stomping deeper into the ruins.
600-pound man just walking around.
It's
I think I found what killed the camels.
Theoretically, can I have advantage just because I'm floating in the air? Or is that just a regular stealth? Well, actually, I'd be floating in the air. They could see me. Never mind. I don't even...
yeah.
Yeah, that would
You're
be...
not in cover.
yeah, I would have like
Alright.
normal stuff, but yes.
I
I mean,
would
that's...
Also, it's fine.
I have found something.
Okay,
That's
hold
not
on.
great.
Beatrix, what was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you. JP? JP?
Sorry, what did Mosarin said?
Mosserin
That
said...
you found...
Yeah, go ahead.
I said I think I found what killed the camel.
Oh,
As I'm looking at these two, I believe these are humanoids with blades that are dead.
Actually, as you're inspecting them, give me a religion check.
Oh, lovely.
Religion or insight, to be honest. That's on fancy light.
Insight is actually better than religion. 10!
I mean, you can't really tell what religion, but they do look like members of religious organization, maybe cultists. There are some remnants of robes.
Yo, do they have any, fucking incense on them?
And I try and figure out what it is then, as I'm coming over from Mosser and yelling out.
You know what?
I don't
Such,
have...
regular common item like incense, sure.
Yay, incense. I'll add that to my fucking inventory.
What
I
about,
can pray better now.
Root?
Alright, let me roll. My insight. I got 23. Wait,
Okay.
I have freaking exhaustion. One moment.
Alright.
13?
Okay, we have 13. You can't really put your mind to it, but it doesn't. I mean, maybe they did, but they are like in this like dead end. Considering they are dead with weapons in their hands, like backs to their walls. This feels a little bit different, and they also have like slashing wounds. Not
So
animal.
they also have slashing.
Or actually, I should just say just generally like wounds that you would associate more with people, humanoids, and not animals.
Then Thrud will say, these might actually be the camel's owners then.
Oh,
And then whatever killed the camels also killed them. Might be more so what it is. Regardless, I'm gonna keep looking around to make sure there's no one else here.
Mustering quietly whispers that to the dead bodies.
Almor, how about
Galmor?
you just relax? How about come back here for a second, buddy?
Oh,
Yeah, Thrud
I
definitely
mean-
goes up behind Galmor and almost goes to put her hand on him and is like, oh wait, he's made of fire.
Yeah, you know what? I think that might be right. I'm just gonna enjoy this nice silvery light. There's a lot of bodies in there.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
that light, by the way?
I think that's someone. Come on, get down.
That's a silver torch.
Silver
The light
torch?
itself gives like a very silver vibe to it.
Can I make a check on that?
Oh, that's just Mostrin. I thought it was someone else.
No,
Oh.
you,
Oh.
you see the
that
spotlight.
what you were
go
saying? Get
across
down.
the
Get down.
Okay, as this guy started to converge on this place, if I can get a reminder who wants to make what kind of check, starting from top to bottom. So, Fruit.
I wanted to make a check on the torch if it's like arcane or if it's mundane. On the light.
Okay. Arcana, or I'm not sure what else would have.
I'll just do Arcana. It's
Yeah.
7. She just looks at that and she's like, that's not normal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna get to that in a moment. Derp, or rather Mosserin, sorry.
Yes, just gonna do what I do, looking over bodies and wondering what the fuck killed them.
Alright, so that
No,
will
what
be
the fuck,
medicine.
yo?
13.
Beatrix, you are like hanging outside of it. I mean, technically speaking, look, problem with Foundry is great, but the problem with it is like I cannot figure out like if you have flying characters, like technically speaking, if there are no ceilings, if you go high enough, you should still be able to see, but the Foundry doesn't give you the option to like, oh, the wall doesn't work if you are that high.
Yeah. I
Right.
don't have dark vision anyway, so I'm just standing here. I also want to check the torch.
The torch? Okay. Yeah, you can also make a arcane check. Arcana check, sorry, not arcane. We are not on
I'm rolling.
Runeterra.
I have a 0 to it. Oh,
Same. I'm
Alright.
rolling another one for Gerard just because I realized he also has
That's a
exhaustion.
dexterity.
Yeah, that's a stealth.
yeah, that's a stealth check.
Yeah, I know. I was rolling for Gerard again because he has exhaustion. I only rolled
Oh,
with
right, yeah.
advantage.
Okay.
Fair point. I mean, so far, it doesn't seem there is anyone else alive currently at this location. Okay, and Hanami?
Don't beat me with the silver. You're going
Can I
to
see if we're
implode.
alone? I just wanna make a perception check to see if we're like.
All
the
right.
other people.
Alright, you can make a
Hey!
general perception check.
Very good.
Okay, so starting from top to bottom, 7 for arcane. You cannot tell for sure. However, this feels like this happened a while ago, and yet this torch still goes strong. So who the fuck knows? Maybe it has some magical element to it, or maybe this is one of those like long burning torches. And you just like internally shrug because hell, maybe whoever put it here maybe added some sort of powder, so that's why it changed the color. Okay, then 13. Because the type of injuries are similar, and the DC would have lowered, so that we enough to tell that the method of death is very similar or almost identical to the camels back there. Those people were killed with weapons, mostly slashing wounds, like swords. Although you do spot some puncture wounds from arrows and bolts. And then, as you look around, you notice that there are some dried blood from around here. They didn't die here. There's apparently some sort of combat going on around in this area. And after they died, they were put in here. And some sort of funeral pyre has been set. And they were burned.
Okay. That makes sense.
Beatrix with that for... Yeah, it's a nice looking silvery torch. You have no fucking idea if there's
I wonder if it sells.
worse with it. And Hanami with a 17. For now, you are the... Two things, actually. One, your worries are assuaged for now. You are currently the only ones alive at this point in time in this location. There's no movement, and probably the only sound you are hearing is like far, far away. Like we are talking hundreds and hundreds of feet, maybe even up to a mile or more. Of like, you know, in the distance, like another unlucky group getting attacked, echoes of animals howling, and maybe like a very, very distant thunder of powerful, like magical explosion of something else, but nothing that would pose an immediate threat to you. But as you start looking around, you do notice something else, because obviously this place has been used. So, besides yourself, you look for, like, if you can spot any tracks or any, like, signs, like feet imprints, like if someone moved here. And with a 17, apart from the usual, what you would expect of, like, regular caravan goers, you do notice that some imprints in the sand especially, they are quite deeper, heavier, indicating that there was someone here in heavier or just heavy armor. And so far, none of the bodies you have found have that sort of equipment on them.
So these people got fucking executed.
So anybody else see the giant scorpion at the top of the map?
Yeah, I see that. I was gonna look at that next.
Oh,
What he doing up there?
What?
What the dog doing?
What he doing?
What
in
dog do? What dog?
There? You know, the dog. Points.
so is no one going to question? I know we're seeing a lot of weird things, right? But why is this silver light the only light we can see that's
Yeah.
still on?
Does it give off heat or just light?
No, it just gives light.
I'm
Oh.
picking the torch up.
That's kind of sus.
No, okay. Well, I was gonna say this feels like anglerfish vibes.
This feels
honestly.
like will-o-wisp vibes.
Same.
Okay, but having considered, am I that smart?
Of course not. That's why I said I'm just saying above board.
I
But that's
am.
why
Okay,
Harvey's
yeah,
probably
I'm a
gonna-
little
Away
smart.
from this.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a little
Away from
smart.
that.
Okay, I'll be like, okay, fine, I
Pulling
won't
in
not
the-
touch it yet.
Some of the big guys here, like, to pass through here. I don't know what the.
This is creepy.
This is a
I'm gonna
creature.
step after you.
I'll stay keeping watching here with Galmar, I guess.
I'll
Bigger
go
than
look
that,
at this
though.
thing, I guess.
Just the fucking spotlights on it, just like looking over the tail and whatnot.
Can
Yeah.
I make a check to know what this is?
Yeah, sure. Go. It's a beast, so nature check absolutely applies.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say Monstern has no idea what the fuck a scorpion is.
Mm-mm.
This is a creature.
That's a bug.
Sand shrimp.
It's a frickin'
It's
bug.
hard to tell how it died because
Land
it's
shrimp.
got like a carapace to it. Either way, it's like cracked.
Hmm.
So
Poor
I
thing.
mean,
He pats the top of it.
I mean, if you want to make another medicine check, but on this creature specifically, go ahead.
I wonder what its tail does.
Because you do notice, without a check, that this one is not burned.
Oh, that's interesting. Yes.
And
Wow,
with a 15, with a 15, you can kind of like Dexter style. Not sure if you watched the TV show about that serial killer. With like knowing how this creature died and how the damage pattern looks like, you can like imagine this creature was apparently like running from deeper into the desert, like approaching here, and something got it. And you have strong suspicion that this creature appeared here much later after the rest of the bodies, because it's not burned.
Okay.
Does it have any wounds?
Yeah, just this one. This like was just simply two predators duking it out, and this one lost and was trying to get away, and didn't manage to get away in time.
You know how when looking at rocks, you can put together a rough line of events based off of like how things had to appear. So like if there's a fault line, you know that had to come pretty much last.
Looking for sediment in the
Yeah.
freaking scorpion. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm just saying we're basically a rough line of events. So some big guy came, killed these people, killed the camels, and then afterwards this thing came, and then something else killed it. Is what I'm getting, right? So would there be like bigger footsteps behind it, like chasing?
Yeah, I don't have a specific idea for the creature, but yeah, you'll find additional clues pointing to the idea that there were like two predators duking it out. This one was trying to run away, and something else came by, killed it, and then fucked off back into the
Right.
desert.
Can I use like investigation on the footprints and like the damage dealt to this scorpion to get a rough idea of what killed it? Like not like what creature it is, but an idea of how big it might be and what we could be doing with it if it decides to come back.
Well, fuck. What sort of desert creatures are there?
A wall.
Actually, yes, Mosarin, you have like a good idea of what that may be. What is it? Derp?
Oh fuck! God damn it! Fair play.
Let's just add another random encounter to the potential list. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna do something better. There
Can't do any
are some unusual footprints, or rather, it looks like, the footprints go for a moment, they just like disappear, then they still go for a moment, like something like something was hopping, maybe hovering. Yeah, some sort of big creature with wings.
Oh.
And you know what? Give me an investigation check. Actually, no, you
Oh,
did. With a 14,
yeah.
With a 14, you know what? You managed to find a small blue scale.
Oh.
Oh. So how big are these footprints?
Big guys, they're pretty big.
Hey guys, there's these weird lightning scorches on the ground. Also, it's just unrelated completely.
I want
Well,
monster.
we're in a stone building, we don't have to worry about that.
Only natural wounds on the scorpion.
Okay.
I want to pick up the scale. Using my knowledge of dragons and bullshit, would I be able to discern if this is specifically a dragon scale or some other scaled creature? Just like
Give me a roll.
I only know what dragon scales look like, so if it doesn't look like that, I know it's not a dragon. I don't know what it is.
Okay. Okay, so
survival?
You know what? Okay.
Out of all things.
Or maybe Arcana? Actually, yeah, 14.
Oh,
It is a dragon.
perfect. Great. Oh boy.
From the size and coloration, like intensity, you are not fully sure the roll wasn't that high, but
Yeah.
you hope it's not adult.
Right.
It may be more on the young side.
Wait, why don't we want it to be
I'm just-
stupid?
I'm just looking at. At least it's not ancient. I don't know what else it is though.
But yeah, Smothering is doing that, investigating that thing. Jumping for a moment for the group at the gate. So Gerard, Hanami, Batrix, you guys doing anything specific? Investigating more stuff or?
Looking for a good spot to sleep.
I'm keeping my perception up. I just keeping watch for a bit, and I suppose like help set up camp when the time is right.
I would like to pocket the dragon scale.
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright,
Alright, so
let me just add that to my inventory
not
as
anything
loot.
specific. And Fruit, I see you are skulking in. Yeah, you find
Yeah.
more dead cultists, and their wounds are similar as the ones before. Weapon wounds and actually in one case scorch marks. And you can give me an Arcana check.
Hell yeah, with my +0, I got you. 13.
Not 13. You have remind me the rest of the party. You guys have some flame spells, right? Or am I?
I have Sacred Flame.
It's not a flame spell.
I
and
know,
two,
I know. It's a
uh,
radiant. I do have Continual Flame. I have Continual Flame.
I have no fire spells.
And that is it. Continual
Okay.
Flame and nothing else.
So you didn't see your party doing much fire spells, but to your maybe untrained in arcane matters eye, but you have seen a lot of shit in your life, and this looks like someone that was killed with a fire spell, among other things.
Alright.
She's like, huh.
Monster
Part
is gonna.
part of her is like, did fucking Templars come through here? Like a bunch of paladins? Like, she's like, I don't know what the fuck.
By the way, funny you should mention that. Actually, everyone, but specifically Batrix and Fruit, if you want, but everyone else if they want to, you can give me history check.
History.
I don't think Monster knows much about the history of people, so I'm just gonna not.
I got a rock. Okay. Sorry for stepping in and out. It's just that my grandma decided to clean my room with Clorox.
It's
Oh.
It smells like fucking Clorox.
Oh.
Horrible.
I have to be living in and out of my room.
Yeah, that's
I have-
bleach.
Yeah,
ammonia.
bleach.
Ammonia. Yeah, ammonia. Basically. I'm sorry.
I found more people who have been burned. Oh well,
Same.
not my fault.
Alright.
No knife.
11 silver flames. Something reminds you of that. Batrix, not really much of a clue. Gerard, same as Fruit. But Hanami, perhaps through age. Because just want to make sure that you are not miming saying that Hanami is thousands of years old.
No, it's just because she is disadvantaged because she has exhaustion, right?
But yeah, you still rolled high enough. But I was just wondering if you is Hanami actually very old, 4 digits old?
Yeah, she
Okay.
she based off a tree.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So sometimes trees whisper, and leaves carry the information, and through roots and vines, some knowledge of nature carries through. And there's not a lot of details, but that silvery torch, that silver flame specifically, reminds you of something. And party, because that piece is visible, you can look upon, show to players, you can look upon the page 8, the silver glades. As you recall, apart from the golden lions, come to think of it, there seems to be a group that has basically silver as their motif.
I'm guessing
this
they
is
don't
awkward
like
because she
werewolves.
doesn't want to talk about anything silver because of all the dagger situation. So I don't know if she would share that. Yeah, so there's this place, I guess, or something. I don't think we should go there, guys. It's just, I don't know. It just it doesn't seem great. But in
It's
reality,
really
it's probably,
cringe.
yeah, it's
Actually.
pretty crungo.
Pretty fucking lame.
You know, maybe we should just keep going to the west. Well, yeah, well, you know, the end at the edge of the earth, all that. Kind of visibly sweating.
I
As-
would like
From
to
side to
say,
side, avoiding eye contact.
I would like to say, I do not know if this is the best place to stay. As
Sorry, go ahead.
I have come across the remnants of one of my deities of sort, and would pull out the blue dragon scale.
Oh,
Well, seashell.
Not a she cell. Although I hear you can sell them at the seashore.
Hmm. I think
Nope,
any of us have a good name for that.
This is definitely
mean-
a dragon scale.
I mean,
Oof.
what do they say? Lightning doesn't strike twice at the same place?
Why did not risk that shit?
I mean,
And how,
not unless it's magically enchanted to.
trees get struck all the time.
I think if we are resting here, we need to be extra careful.
What, you want to tell me you were sending watches before you were resting in earlier days?
We were setting watches. It's just when there is a dragon around, you generally don't want it to know you're also around.
aren't they like your relatives?
Yes, kind of. We were created by a dragon, so we're not directly.
Is this like a mean uncle situation?
It's more of how to say it. They acknowledge our existence, but they do not acknowledge us as being born of a dragon.
Oh,
It's
so they're like you're adopted.
yeah.
Uh,
You know how it's iffy with dragonborns? Think that, but worse.
oh. All right, I'm looking around. Any of these places have actual roofs? Any roofs around here? We got roofs.
You can, with some tinkering, you can figure something out, like do something makeshift from the remains scraps to make a proper, like resting place.
Can I make like using the old walls, make like almost like a lean-to against a different wall, and then be like, all right, we're gonna hide out under here, away from the view of an overpassing dragon.
Okay. For the quality of it, we'll make a roll. And by the way, considering all the clues and hints that you have gotten, if one person, because I'm gonna consider this as a group effort, so others are helping, and one person with advantage may roll investigation check to like basically find out the answer to what happened here, like in general, if you want. If you don't care, we can proceed to like making the safe spot.
Can you say that one more time? I totally dissociated for like 2 seconds.
Okay. So, if you want, one person from the party can roll investigation check with advantage, as the gathered clues and whatnot can help you paint a picture as to what happened here.
Okay.
If you want a clear confirmation from GM. So from
I have big +3.
I have +0.
Okay, okay. Hot rolls, everybody. What about you two? Derp, what is your plus
I have a
damage?
+2.
Plus
I
two?
should not.
Beatrix? They're probably out
What-
of their room right now.
It's
What's
through our
Gerard?
dude.
Dude might be the dude. You have a 0? Okay, well, I guess it'll go be me then.
That's
Wait, what was Gerard?
Yeah,
Gerard
what's
has
Gerard?
a 0.
Ah.
So for fruit is
Actually, a
gonna be flat because advantage disadvantage is gonna cancel itself out.
Here we go.
Oh,
Easy.
Okay.
nice.
With a 20, you have pretty solid idea what happened. This group was attacked by a different group of heavily armed people, most likely humanoids, that you do not know the reason, but they slaughtered this entire place, and they burned the bodies. And now that you think about it, and that was the detail that I missed in description before, the bodies killed by those unknown armed men, it was not savage. The fury and mindless anger was not driving it. It was meticulous. It was brutal, but quick. Like, the pain was not the point. The point was to kill them as quickly and effortlessly as possible. And you don't think that burning the bodies has any sacrificial element to it. However, there is... Again, it feels like there is a deeper reason for why they are burning the bodies. But it's not something clear, like you do not see any pentagrams, like summoning circles. It was not a sacrifice.
Okay.
And then, the giant scorpion was completely happened much later. Just stumbled upon this, was escaping for a different predator, which you strongly suspect it is a blue dragon of some age. And yeah.
And so these bodies, they don't look like they're diseased, right? Like they don't have anything that would give off a very clear
Actually,
sign
no.
of disease.
Maybe it's because it happened so long ago. Maybe the air is full of ash. But the rot of stench and decay. I mean, sure, if you get right next to the body and sniff it, then you will still feel it. But being in the vicinity, you do not have that association. You do not feel that smell you associate with finding a lot of dead bodies.
Then she will basically go back to the group and sort of blah, be like, I think it was some sort of coordinated attack by professionals. It seems like the work of either an order of some sort of paladins, or it could even be a mercenary group or guards of some sort. It could have been the knights. But they might have had some sort of deal in the past of people rising from the dead or something similar. I don't think this was a sort of religious burning. It might have been out of respect, even.
I'm gonna be a dick. Hanami, roll deception. Everyone else can roll. Actually, no. Don't roll insight. That's gonna be against your passive insights.
What the fuck is my passive insight?
Mine meets that. Mine's a passive 15.
Why
How
am
do
I
I-
deceiving someone? No.
I mean, you're sweating, and you're not, keeping it back that you know something about the silver flame.
How do I?
So, for
do
example,
I know?
hold on, let me look at your sheet. So, your insight, your +2 insight is... Where the fuck is it? +4. So, right next to that, you see in the brackets, That's your passive.
Oh,
so
okay, yeah.
Your passive insight is 14. So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Thrudo just look at Hanami.
Passive
Um,
50? What the fuck?
being a monk and going into wisdom. Thrudo will look at Hanami and just be like, "Do you want to say something, or do you not want to say something?" 'Cause you look
I
fairly
think-
nervous right now.
There's a silver citadel or something nearby, I think. I think it's
Oh.
where the flame's from.
Oh.
Huh.
Huh. Well, let's not go there.
Definitely.
Okay.
We're
Settle.
gonna avoid that.
So put
Oh,
you.
and then Thrudo will like at some point remember and be like, "Oh, the dagger thing."
So for a second, show you on the map where the activate the silver glades
Oh.
is here.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
That's not so bad.
We just gotta go north. It's easy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the Twisted Starfield, that sounds like a perfect place to cross through. Like, we can just go through there, wham bam, all the way.
Handout is also ready for that if you want to take a peek at it. Basically, for each of those regions you see, the handout is already made. You can read it. You can assume that your character knows a little bit about that, and in some areas there are checks to be made if you want to know more. Back to the ruins.
Bird will just say, "Well, it's good to know, but we'll definitely avoid that place, don't worry."
Let's just hope that's not where this sacred land is that will protect us. Because if there's such a I fear to say devout group there, they might not be as accommodating.
She'll nod.
You know what? If you want, as you are thinking maybe about the reasons, you can make either flat intelligence or flat wisdom check, ability check, not saving throw, just ability check.
For everyone?
Woo!
If anyone wants to take it, they may.
17 with disadvantage, hell yeah. Sick.
So, Mosin, like 13. Devout. Faith. There is some faith-based reasoning, like belief, strong belief that push them to do it, that they feel forced, they need to do it. With a 17, with disadvantage, despite them being tired, a moment of clarity hits Fruit. You have seen, or rather heard from Galmore, what happened to that, or rather, yeah, you also partially seen what happened to that family. That they turned into those vessels. You do not see any, like, creatures among the bodies, but perhaps maybe this was merely a preemptive action. Was it warranted? Well, maybe not. But if they believe they had to act, well, that's what you get.
I shared this with the group.
Religious zealotry, always good to hear.
I'm definitely going to stay far away from that place. Regardless, we should get some rest.
Right, yeah, Garmon's like, yeah, I know that we are not feeling any, like, stench from those bodies, but maybe we can huddle, like, maybe not in this, like, open area, if maybe it was a little bit tighter. So yeah, tell me, where do you guys position yourselves? In which section of the map?
Give me 1 second. I gotta move my girl around.
Closest thing to a building with a roof.
Yeah. I'm basically looking at like one of those small square ones. So let me find one. That doesn't
I
have
think I
corpses
like
in it.
this one. Only has 2 corpses in it.
To be
And it
fair,
has
like this would also be doable.
Yeah.
yeah.
Eh. I think this one would be the best.
Yeah,
This
I think this one would be the
small
best. It has
area,
the
yeah.
most has the most ways to get around it.
Yeah, and also we can like look out at from it and see around. There's only 2 entrances.
Making my way here.
Make my way downtown.
Where?
Right
What-
here.
what's going
you see the
on?
bright ass
Exactly.
light from my eyes?
Where our shelter's gonna be, our little shelter.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. This tiny ass room. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Someone throws a fucking smoke bomb and we fucking die.
Shut up. Silence.
bomb.
Better than a big old field.
Alright, basically what she is going to do is she's going to try and take this wall here and like lean it against this wall to make a lean so it has like a small roof covering. So if there was perhaps a dragon flying above, it would not see us immediately.
Okay.
I see.
Essentially, for making this sort of like a makeshift camp, like hidey place, I will allow either survival or stealth. I'm gonna assume someone from the party helps, so you can roll that with advantage.
Okay. I have a +5 to survival, so I will do that. That's a 22.
Although in your case, it would be flat because advantage is another. But you still rolled 17 on the first die, so yeah, it's 22. All right. I will tell the results in just a moment. I just literally need some few seconds to turn the lights on.
Booby hole. Let's see.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so with a 22, you feel like you did very good job. You are even able to scrounge up enough material that you can like cover this entire square, more or less, and yeah, basically give enough cover for the rest of for the entire party that you obviously still will want to take watches, but you feel a little bit safer. And as you begin to take watches, you... By the way, do not click on the long rest button just yet. I will tell you when you can do that. As you begin to take watches, maybe mostly in silence or maybe just exchanging some stories from the past, if you want, that depends on you. The first hour, the second hour goes mostly uneventful. However, there's a shift in weather, I would say. Because the ash is still a thing. Although, actually, no. None. At some point, the ash mercifully stops falling for a moment. However, a little bit of a chill passes through the desert, through those ruins, causing your hair to stand up on your bodies. as you realize a fog begins to set in. Quite deep, thick. Actually, wow, that's really freaking. Let's lower the intensity a little, then density a little bit.
We're in Mirror's Edge, everybody.
Where's the
Love
red?
that
Where's
game.
the red? I gotta know where to parkour.
And you should mention red. Oh, the fucking why is it?
Everything,
Okay.
everything.
So we're all going to die. Nice
Okay.
knowing you.
Okay, now
This is our escaping arc.
boundary a little bit lagged because well, it took a moment for these effects to change. Okay, so I didn't want this to be that bad, but also.
Also, during the time, Mossrin would have turned off his fucking spotlight eyes.
Hope so.
Yeah, that's
Shit.
probably right call. So
They're just like, turn that damn light on.
Can't get to sleep.
At this point in time, so about like after 2 hours of doing watches and whatnot, who would be up? Because those people would be rolling perception checks based on hearing.
I'll do it. Why not?
I'll do the second watch. So I think it's like 3 or 4 watches, 2 hours.
12 with disadvantage. 'Cause I'm sleepy, eepy.
I think Mossrin would take the last watch.
Okay, this is gonna be happening like near the
Oh my
start.
God.
So like
Yeah.
again, like within the. So after 2 hours pass when you start resting.
Yep.
Alright. So at 12, there's a faint breeze on the wind, some distant echo, but nothing discernible. Hanami, with a 21, you very faintly at first you hear footsteps, and then slowly approaching sounds of hear the footsteps stopping near the pile of bodies. And this sound everyone will hear, and those who are resting will be jolted with a cold flash of fear coursing through their spines.
Is he yawning or is it... I don't know what's going on.
When you're hungry at 3 a.m.
Got a plan.
Shit.
Bro, just grab the Swiss cheese. You don't go for the dead bodies.
The string
Throw-
cheese.
I could
You-
throw a riding horse
You
patch out there.
hear
Don't.
something like being moving or like part of like rotten flesh being torn open. Essentially, like that was my very poor analogy, but the inspiration I'm going for with that weird soft howling. Think less. Have you played Half-Life 2?
Oh,
No.
Oh shit. Yeah, I know what you mean now.
So those
Oh,
fast
fuck.
zombies when they howl.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, but it's not as aggressive. It's slower and more soft for whatever the reason. And yeah, those of you that were jolted away, you would notice that despite the fog, actually, you would see it. Yeah, you would see that. That through those protections, through those like sheets and whatnot, there seems to be like red glow intensifying. Let me look at its passive perception. Okay.
I'm turning to everybody, putting like finger to the mouth, like fucking shut up.
And I imagine there's like
my rapier.
some sort of like a tunic or like basically some like something is covering this thing, something like soft. And as it's moving past this thing, vaguely humanoid silhouette passes through with long arm with like longer claws, just softly just touches this fabric, doesn't tear it, doesn't look into your direction, and then it continues to
Fucking horror game right here.
and
So what?
actually, because it did pass closely enough,
Oh fuck.
yeah, Galmar, I'm gonna say that he's fire, but despite the fact that this creature doesn't see you, as it's stepping by, there is this sudden chill going through your bodies, but this time it feels like a physical thing. Please, both Beatrix and Fruit.
Oh, that's what the circle was for.
Please give me a DC 15 Constitution saving throw.
Oh fuck.
All right, Fruit.
Sick.
You fight it off. You head worse, but Beatrix, you maybe lived a good life, but there definitely have been moments where you didn't had full plate. You wondered what you were gonna eat and whatnot. This sudden hunger almost cripples you. It feels overwhelming how cold and hungry you feel. This gnawing cold and crippling hunger. Thankfully, you guys rolled good enough that you have passed this creature's passive perception. And Beatrix, after a minute of paralysis, you're gonna shake off that feeling of cold and hunger. And as this creature passes through, you know, feeling these effects, hearing the sounds, I will allow to make a knowledge check of some kind to see if you can identify it. This is a monstrosity.
And what can we fucking roll?
Monstrosity, I would say, because that might be also fall under legend, it's not magical creature per se. I will allow religion, history, probably also can fit nature. Although nature might
one like survival.
Although nature might have like a higher DC. Sadly, survival, I don't really see it.
Roll history. History, and then for my boy, you got history. That's a 7. Okay. Well,
I have rolled so many 13s.
just your lucky number again.
Alright,
Technically, you rolled an 8, but you haven't.
so
Yeah.
there are some myths and legends. You do not recall all the details, but you do recall the name of the creature that speaks, that is spoken of in those legends. And if they are to be believed, and if your recollection doesn't play tricks on you, this was a Wendigo. And
I hate everything about this.
what Beatrix went through, and I'm gonna give that with a 15, that was an aura of starvation.
Oh man, okay. I almost got us killed. Okay.
I mean, no, you didn't. I mean, you didn't.
Well, I
Do
thought
anything, so?
I was. Okay. Well, I feel
Imagine
I've
if
been
Laura
like,
had made you scream or something. That would have been
Yeah,
amazing.
Mostrin peeks his head into the other room. So we all agree that shit's fucked up, right?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
We're never coming back here after this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say what I thought is that when you mentioned the hunger, I thought that something was going to happen, like I was gonna try to eat something or whatever. But it was just paralysis, which
Yep.
it works
I-
out for me.
I
Big
thought
tummy
Wendigos
cramp.
lived in cold places, not the fucking desert.
Maybe it's a desert Wendigo.
Actually,
I've never heard of.
Yeah, I mean,
Dessert Wendigo.
yeah.
Desert Wendigo.
This I don't
Actually,
want
I'm
to eat the
kinda.
Wendigo.
So, portray.
A Wendigo Sunday.
Spooky boy. I don't like him at all.
Yeah, I like the art. I
I
thought
Are you-
love the
that,
art.
so.
are you
Yeah, it's
supposed
really
to,
good
like-
art.
Yeah, that is nice.
As the Wendigo passed and another like an hour or so passed, the fog started to recede and the that's yeah, the ash returns.
Third is like, if we ever see fog suddenly roll in again, we're immediately leaving. Like, we're getting
Yeah,
out
we're
of
getting out of
No,
here.
I don't know if we could leave. It might hear us and fucking chase us.
I don't know if
Let's
Do
just
we
stay
have-
here for a little bit more.
you guys can fly. I'm pretty fast. I'll pick you up. I don't care.
I don't think you can pick me up. No,
Like,
not
strong
to insult you, but I am 600 fucking pounds.
I might not be. I think I can pick up like 300. Let me see. That's 13 times 15, and I can't do simple math, so I need a calculator. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
No.
no. We could set up like rough terrain. I can just pretty much walk through that. Do we have anything that can slow it down?
No.
Like ball bearings, I guess. Would
Has
that
no
even work in
feet.
the sand?
Can you
What?
all shut? Can you all shut up and just rest so we can leave?
Rest after seeing that?
Well, we need to leave then.
I'm going to sleep.
Oh, yeah. Mustard backs back off into the other room.
Did a fire break.
Third is just like, Hanami, it's your watch. Good luck out there.
I mean, I can fly away if worse comes to worse.
If you do decide to do that, please wake us up first, then fly away.
Yeah, yell something.
should
and
go
then
to
fly
sleep.
away.
Fair enough.
But yeah, as you are partially stressed out and calming your hearts down, nothing else will happen throughout your watches and your rest. You may now click long rest button.
Hooray. It is a new day.
Oh my god. Alright, we lived. Sick. We're gaming.
Big sleep time.
And Hanami, a dream appears in your during your rest. Slightly familiar to the last one, although this time you are not flying. You observe things from the ground level. A similar set of hills and mountains. It is surrounded by a green mist, a fog of sorts that starts rolling down from those deserty, dry hills. Switch. You see figures humanoids, getting closer to your point of view. Greenskins, goblins, but mostly orcs. But not the usual kind, no. They seem to have something growing on them. Bulbous fungal mass in most cases. And with a green glaze over their eyes, they march.